Hello my friends, this is Moonday Faery with another video today, and today we're going to find out what is your spirit guide trying to tell you. So this is another pick a card reading, so if you don't know how does it work, I will quickly explain that to you. So we've got 3 piles of cards. This is pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3, and you intuitively have to choose one group of cards, and this is going to be the answer to your question. Quick reminder, this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you, so take whatever does resonate with you and just leave the rest. Also, if you just want to pause this video right now to think more deeply about... Hello group number 1, I hope you're doing well. So in today's video we're going to find out what is your spirit guide or guides trying to tell you. For that, I've got some oracle cards from 5 different decks, and I've got 3 tarot cards, and yeah, let's just go straight into the messages. I'm gonna start with the tarot cards. So we've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So there's 2 Pentacles going on here, and 2 of Wands. Alright, so from the tarot, I can tell you 2 things. This is definitely linked to your financial situation. So your spirit guide at the moment is trying to give you the message about your financial situation. First of all, I can see a massive improvement, especially with the Knight of Pentacles, because he is the slowest knight in the tarot. However, when he brings the results, these are always like the best results, the most long-lasting results, you know. So if you're struggling with money, if you're struggling with your finances at the moment, maybe if you're looking for a job, because I'm getting the messages some of you are looking for a job, don't worry, the Knight of Pentacles is going to bring you the job. Of course, you can't stop applying if that's, you know, what you think you should do. No, you can't stop applying for jobs, but definitely you know, be positive about it, because the Knight of Pentacles is going to bring you what you really need and what you really want. So this is what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Also, there is another message I'm getting right now. It's about this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is very financially stable as well. So you have to remember another thing. You know, when you're gonna get this job, when you're gonna get this improvement in your finances, it's going to be stable, it's going to be long-lasting, it's going to be great. However, there's only one thing I need to tell you. Your spirit guide is trying to tell you to open up to new possibilities, because we've got the 2 of Wands, and I feel like the improvement of your financial status is not going to come from the source you expect it to come from. So you have to open up for new possibilities. If you're, for example, applying for a job and you're only applying for, let's say, one field, I feel like you need to open up for new possibilities, because you are going to get that from different place, or from the place that I feel like you least expect to get the answer from. So this is what I'm getting from the tarot cards. Okay, let's see what else we get. We've got the unity card. Okay, we've got the Angel of Forgiveness. We've got the Angel of Knowing. We've got the 2 of Thoughts, which is the 2 of Swords. Got this beautiful card, and we've got Solitude and Submerged. All right. I just need a second. Okay, I'm gonna start from these 2 cards, and then we'll see what else am I gonna get. When I was shuffling the cards, the 2 of them popped out, so I decided to keep both of them in this reading. So we've got the Angel of Forgiveness first. So I feel like what else are your spirit guides, your angels are trying to tell you is that forgiveness is very important at the moment. They are definitely giving you this message that you need to forgive yourself and you need to forgive others. Sometimes, you know, in our lives we get hurt. We might get hurt by other people's actions. We might get hurt by our own choices. However, I feel like for some of you, I'm just getting the message that you've done something and you just can't forgive yourself. Whatever it was, you know, your spirit guides are trying to tell you, angels are trying to tell you, they don't judge you. Because this is the message I'm getting, that they're not judging you because of that. You need to forgive yourself. This is very important at the moment for you to be able to go on a different level spiritually. So this is a very strong message. That's the first strong message. We also have the Angel of Knowing. So my sense of inner knowing leads me to the light. With this card, I feel like this is very linked. So once you will be able to forgive yourself and know that your angels do forgive you, they don't judge you, they still love you, that your spirit guides are telling you it's fine, we all make mistakes, you will be able to get this different level of knowing. You will be able to find this different depth of knowing, of enlightenment, of some knowledge, sacred knowledge I'm getting, that you have been searching for or looking for. But because now, like, I feel like your guilt is overshadowing you. And it doesn't let you to go towards the ascension. Because this is where it says, I choose to forgive all those who have hurt me in the past. But I'm getting in this case, you just can't forgive yourself. You've done something. Maybe you hurt yourself, maybe you hurt someone else. But honestly, the angels are telling me now, forgive yourself, we don't judge you. You have repented for that, like you've done that, you know, you have, because I feel like it is something that happened quite a long time ago and you still can't really forgive yourself for doing that. This is the message I am getting. So now, oh yes, now it makes so much sense with this Unity card. I get that, I just got a message, you know, that once, like I said before, you forgive yourself, you forgive others, but the most important, forgive yourself first. You will be able to unite with the higher power. You will be able to unite better with God, with gods, with the universe, with however you want to call the higher power, you know. You will be able to better unite and be in line with your guides. Because I feel like they're sending you the messages all the time, you know, they're giving you this knowledge, they're trying to reach out to you, but because you are still deep down feeling this sense of guilt, you just can't really unite with them. Their messages are not going through. This is what I'm getting right now. This is not going through. Like you have, because of this feeling of guilt, you have separated yourself, whether whether you've done that on purpose or not. You've separated yourself from the unity with the higher beings, with the unity with God, with the unity with your guides, and their messages are just can't reach you. Like, you know, can you see this? Like, you know, the space, it's like literally in these branches, and you know, I feel like if you wanted to go through, you just can't reach that. You just can't, they can't reach you because you're so deep in that. But once you start forgiving yourself, because I feel like it's going to be a process, it's not going to happen overnight, you know, you will be able to unite with them better and better. Very powerful message. Let's see here, because I feel like I need to move on. Okay, so let me start with Two of Thought, which is the Two of Swords in the traditional tarot. Normally this card would speak about stalemate, about there is different meanings to that. There is basically two things I'm getting. One of the meanings is that there are two choices to make, and they are equally as important to you, so you don't know which way to go. You're just literally like torn apart between these two choices because they're very important to you, both of them. There is no better choice, there's no better option. They're both the same, they're both as important, they're both as emotionally important. Well, I'm repeating myself, but I'm getting the message of important choice. The second option is, for some of you, is that you don't let your real feelings to speak. You keep them at the bay. I'm getting the message you're scared of hurting someone or a group of people by what you want to say, and you want to say how you really feel, but you're stopping yourself because you don't want to make them feel bad. And this is once again this guilt coming from the past. But let me read the message from this card, and it says, your angels have noticed that you are not moving forward. You have multiple options that you are reviewing, and you seem to be unable to choose. Ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. Deep down, you know what to do. So I get that you will be able to hear them once again, once you forgive yourself, and once you, and this is the time when you will be able to unite with them once again, you know, to have this connection, to have this link, because you've lost it. Like I said, whether intentionally or not, mostly like unintentionally, because you didn't mean to lose it, but this is what happened. And look at this Three of Cards. There's quite a lot of blue on this card. There's quite a lot of water in this card. That tells me there is a lot of emotions that needs to be healed. I'm getting this very strongly. And once again, this is the message that is coming from the forgiveness card. I feel like now you're really feeling that, you know, you are in the solitude, or you need the solitude, because we've got the solitude card with the island. It is surrounded by water, so I feel like it's kind of like you're the island, you're on your own, and you're being surrounded by this sea of feelings, you know, mostly negative feelings, because we've got all these dark clouds. You're on your own with all your negative, dark thoughts, but I feel like you will survive, you know. You just need this moment when you can be alone, because you need that to be able to heal yourself. This is very, very, very important, you know, for you to heal yourself. Once again, to forgive yourself, to have mercy to yourself, you know. And I get that you're feeling submerged, almost, you know, almost drowning in guilt, because I feel like it's coming to you like more stronger lately, you know. Like it's been okay for some time, but I feel like lately it's been showing up again in your life. You are feeling that coming back to you. But yeah, you know, remember to achieve this forgiveness for yourself. You can pray, you can meditate, you can do whatever is going to make you feel better, whatever you feel like is helping you normally, and ask your spirit guides to connect back with you. But in this reading there's like two main messages. So the first message is to open up to new possibilities, especially when it comes to your financial stuff, because there is good things coming. And more spiritual message that says forgive yourself so you'll be able to heal yourself, and then you will be able to unite with your spirit guides again, because they want to be united with you once again. They want to give you this sacred knowledge. They want to provide you with their light and their wisdom. It's just you're blocking that out because of the shame and the guilt you're carrying with you right now. So yeah, so that it is, that it can't speak, that is it for group number 1. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that did help. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, like this video, and leave me a comment. And yeah, thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello group number 2, I hope you're doing well. So in today's reading we're going to find out what is your spirit guide trying to tell you. Once again, let me remind you, this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you, so take whatever does resonate with you and leave the rest. So yeah, let's just start with the reading. We're gonna start with the tarot cards because I find it so much easier to start with the tarot cards, and then we're gonna go to the oracle cards. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Chariot, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles. All right. Okay, the first message I'm getting is that for some of you, you've done something, you've done it like in a hurry, you've done it in haste, you were not really thinking about what you've been doing, or maybe you have been saying, and you have just rushed into things and now you regret. What could that be about? I am not sure, so I am just going to clarify that for you and for myself, because I'm not sure and I don't want to. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's first clarify the Knight of Swords. Okay, we've got one card. Huh, oh, another Knight, Knight of Wands. Let's see. Can you clarify the Chariot card for me, please? Two cards fell out. I'm gonna take both. Okay, so we've got here 3 of Wands and 4 of Wands. Okay, that's interesting. And let's clarify the 5 of Pentacles just in case. Just 5 of Pentacles. Oh, too many cards. Can you clarify the 5 of Pentacles for me, please? Okay. 4 of Chalices. Another sad card. Alright, group number 2. Group number 2. Okay, so here is the situation. I feel like the situation involved two people. We've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Knight of Wands. However, this Knight of Swords could be you. But yeah, you've done something, you rush into things. And that involves some kind of movement. Okay, I know that's not really helpful, but I feel like that does involve some kind of movement, some kind of a change, because I feel like normally you're not this Knight of Swords. However, that you're normally, because the Knight of Swords and to me the Knight of Wands are just very opposite. Because the Knight of Swords is someone who will just literally like cut you with the sword, will say whatever they think, whatever is on their mind, without, you know, caring if they're gonna hurt you with their words or not. You know, they don't give a damn. They will just go and do whatever they have to do in order to get whatever they want. The Knight of Wands, you know, he will do similar things, but not with the ill will. You know, he doesn't have this negative intentions, this bad intentions. You know, he'll do stuff without thinking, but that's because it's his character. That's how he is. You know, he first does and then he thinks, but he does it in a good spirit, in positive spirit, and you know, he doesn't mean to hurt anyone. And if he did, I feel like he would feel very bad about it. You know, it's like he didn't mean to. You know, he's just like this happy-go-lucky guy who is just like, hey, yeah, let me go and do these things because this is so exciting. You know, while the Knight of Swords is just like, no, you're in my way. You know, so I'm just gonna cut you down. That's how I feel. Oh, gosh. So in here, what we've got. So yeah, this is how the situation looks. So it's either involving two people, mostly you and another person, that is like two kind of opposites, or in some cases it could be like I said, you've acted like this, but you're normally like this. You normally don't wish anything bad to the people. You never try to do anything wrong to them, to wrong people, to be unfair to people, you know. But in that case, I feel like you were just like, I'm just gonna cut you down, you know. I don't care, you're my enemy. You're in my way. You stand in my way. And that mostly involved either your family or your partner when it comes to like romantic relationships. Because I feel like with the Chariot, you know, you feel like you've got this victory, you've done this, you've been working so hard to achieve that, you know, whatever you've been working for, but you kind of feel like, yeah, okay, that makes sense to me now. So you have been working so hard, you know, like normally you're just working very hard to achieve your goals. But this time, you know, you were just like, probably just like, you know what, I'm not gonna get that unless I don't play very fair. Because the Knight of Swords to me is a little bit sly as well, you know, like he's gonna use some tricks to win, if he's gonna have to achieve his goal. And you have been like wanting, you know, to achieve that for such a long time, and you have been playing fair before, and you have been doing everything, you know, you have been dreaming about this goal, you have been, you know, like trying to achieve this harmony within yourself, you know, to get everything, you know, right, and give it a right structure and give it a right balance, you know, and just have everything the way it should be. But it just, you know, didn't really work. So once you've done that, you thought you're going to be happy, and it's going to bring you so much happiness and so much like content and everything, but in the end, you don't feel happy with that. I'm almost getting the feeling of depression. And you feel like, and you know that you brought that upon yourself. It wasn't anybody else who's done that, so you can only blame yourself. I know this is not a very uplifting message, but this is what your spirit guides are trying to tell you right now. What you've done, because of the law of karma, whether you believe in that or not, is going to come back to you. You know, so if you have wronged someone, you know, now you have to repent for that. So you're going to be feeling lonely, you're going to be feeling depressed, you're going to feel that what you've done wasn't right, wasn't fair, because you need to work through that. You need to go through that to get, you know, to the right point, to how to say that, to be able to finish the cycle, you know, to end the cycle of that action, because every action has got a reaction. You've done something wrong, even though you feel like it's going to give you happiness, it didn't, because you have not achieved that in the right way. But you know, I feel like once you repent for that, once you oh my gosh, once you end this cycle, once you work that out, let me see what are we gonna get, because I just want to pull more cards for you guys. Okay, so we've got the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So yeah, once the universe, the high power, your spirit guides, you know, will feel that, okay, you've done what you could, you know, you've gone through this circle and cycle of sadness and of guilt and of repenting and everything, you know, they will send you a message. It's gonna be a very clear message, you know, that everything is going to be alright from now on. You've learned your lesson. You've learned your lesson. Because, like, look at her, she's looking out for something. She has achieved, like, she has got this letter delivered. This is what I'm feeling, and she's now looking for something to come her way. So this is going to be definitely you. Once your spirit guides feel like you've done this, you've gone through this, okay, the karma is in balance now, you are going to get a very clear message from your guides, from the universe, that it's going to be okay now, that you have finished the cycle, it's time for a new one to start. So just look for the signs. This is what I'm getting. Okay, let me now go to the oracle cards. So we've got the Gateway. We've got the Guardian Angel of Young Adults. That's interesting. We've got Four of Action, which is the Four of Wands in the traditional tarot, which is interesting because here we've got Four of Wands as well. And we've got this Rainbow and Fog. Okay, so what do we get? I feel like because this card was something that just grabbed my attention, I'm just going to start from this. So once again, the Four of Action, the Four of Wands, has got a lot of meaning. So depending on your situation, it's going to have different meaning. It is about the celebration, it is about the harmony, it is about peace, it could be about some, you know, gatherings, like family gatherings, like in weddings, stuff like that, celebrating something, achieving something, balancing something, having this ground to build on. let me first just read the message from the card. So it does say your hard work and sincere efforts led you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It might be time to celebrate a wonderful event such as engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. Okay, sorry, but now I feel like the card that I want to begin with should be the last message. Sorry, should be the last message in this reading. So let me move it to the end. And I don't know, I feel like these cards in this row, they're just very similar when it comes to the colors. Okay, so I'm going to start. Sorry, this is going to be my other start with the guardian angel of young adults. Yeah, well, you could be the young adult, you know, or you could be dealing with a young adult. You know, the angel over here says, I'm guided and protected as I begin to choose my path in life. So it doesn't really have to be also necessarily connection with the young adults. It could be that, you know, you're just like this young adult again when you have to you know, make a choice. What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go with your life? What are your plans? You know, do you have any plans? You know, what you feel like you should be doing, and what are your passions in life? So this is a very important message. You are most probably standing before some kind of a choice on what do you really want to do now, what you should do. You've got probably a few paths open in front of you, but there's only one gateway. This is what I'm getting. There's only one right one. You feel like you know which one it is, but you need to spend some time thinking about it, because I feel like there's so many choices in front of you, so many doors that are ready to be open. Especially, like, you see, there is this door here that is closed, and we've got the angel here with the key. So the message I'm getting is that you've got the key to open this door. You know, you've got probably a lot of different types of doors, but this key you hold only going to open one type of door. So you need to choose wisely which one do you want to go to, because I feel like the choice will be only one. So let me move on to these cards. I love the set of the cards here because they are very bright, they're very light pastel colors, which bring me a lot of calm energy. We've got a lot of like this lavender pinky color, which brings to me a lot of peace, a lot of serenity, a lot of self-love. I'm getting the message. There is something that is showing in my mind, and it's the rose quartz. So if that makes sense to you, please let me know in the comments down below. It's not gonna make sense to every one of you, but I definitely feel like for some of you, when I get the message rose quartz, it is going to resonate with you. So maybe you work with rose quartz, maybe you have some rose quartz, I don't know, like rose quartz piece of jewelry maybe that you wear that you love. So let me move on to the message. There's a lot of blessings waiting for you, but at the moment I get that they're being like in the fog, they're being veiled, they are being hidden from you, mostly because you right now need to, like I said, go through this cycle of guilt, go through the cycle of sadness, of repenting, of fixing what you've done wrong, so that can later on reveal yourself to you. Because the fog, you know, is not always there. You know, the fog doesn't stay the whole, I don't know, year round. You know, there's like this periods and cycles where the fog is there, and sometimes, you know, there's not. So once this fog is going to be lifted, I feel like, you know, there is a lot of blessings waiting for you. There is a lot of positivity, a lot of this calming, soothing energy. You know, I'm getting the lavender. Lavender might be very important for you, especially in that case, because lavender brings peace, brings calmness, brings, well, all the good stuff, you know. So maybe you should be working with lavender, with the herb, with the color, anything you would like. And once, you know, that phase is completed, you can move on to this beautiful, beautiful phase of blessings in your life, and of favorable outcomes and things happening in your life. And this is when this Four of Action, Four of Wands, is going to come again. And, you know, in this blessing stage of your life, you know, after you've worked so hard to get the things right again, you will be able to finally celebrate, and, you know, you'll be able to enjoy the wonderful events that are going to happen in your life. So there is a very powerful message again. The first group also had a very powerful message. Sorry. So I feel like your spirit guides are talking a lot today, and they want you guys to know something good and something bad. But yeah, I feel like once you go through that a little bit worse stage of your life, you are going to go through to the blessing stage, which is a beautiful, beautiful stage full of happiness and joy and celebration. So I hope it did help you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, like this video, and leave me a comment down below. And thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group number 3. I hope you're doing well. So in today's reading, we're going to find out what is your spirit guide trying to tell you. Once again, let me remind you, this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you. So take whatever does resonate with you and leave the rest. So yeah, let's just start with the reading, and I'm going to start with the tarot cards because that is easier. So we've got 5 of Chalices, we've got the Lovers, ooh, and we've got the Fool. Okay. That is interesting. The first time, like, this is the only group that has something to do with love life, with romantic life. Yeah. So I can definitely see some new stage in your life at the moment, with the Fool especially, and because it's like just next to the Lovers. I do believe that you might have either entered some kind of relationship, maybe even lately, or you are about to enter a relationship, whether you know that or not. So it could be the beginning of your romantic journey. Starting soon. Sorry. Starting soon. I feel like at the moment, or in your very recent past, you have been going through a very difficult stage of your life, especially emotionally. I feel like you might have felt like everything is going against you, and everything is just wasn't going right. And you know, like, whatever you have been trying to do and you have been working so hard, you know, it turned into nothing, you know, it turned into pain, into suffering. You felt like, you know, you have put so much work into that, and, you know, so much of feelings, of emotions, and you've been left with nothing. So at the moment, what I'm getting from, like, my angels and my guides is that soon you will, like I said, either soon you will enter a phase of beautiful relationship, or you have just recently entered a phase of a beautiful, beautiful relationship. And this is definitely a romantic type of relationship. So it's not like friendship, it's not I don't know, workplace, friends, anything like that. It is a romantic relationship, most likely with the partner you are going to be with for the rest of your life. So at the moment that looks very promising. That is very promising. Let's see what the oracle cards are going to say. Okay, we've got release, we've got tapestry, because these two are fallen out. We've got the angel of harmony, we've got the seven of thought, which is the seven of swords, this one, and we've got reflection and invocation. Okay guys, first thing, when we had this message of the release, that was to me very linked to this card. If you are still pondering about maybe your previous relationship, maybe your past in general, you need to release that. You need to just, I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but you can do it. You've got the strength, you can do it. You know, just release that in order to go back to balance, get back to this harmony. You know, it does say this angel has got the message, I live in harmony when I'm at one with the source, and I do get a very strong feeling that you will be one with the source again, with God, with universe, with your spirit guides, once only when you release whatever happened. Okay, I feel like it's not your fault, whatever happened. You have been working hard, you have been trying hard. It's not your fault. You need to move on. You just need to move on. Otherwise, you're still going to be in this negative state of mind. And I feel like you just need to forget about that. You need to move on. You need to be in harmony with yourself once again, and with your guides. I feel like your guides, your spirit guides, are trying to guide you towards this harmony, are trying to guide you towards some kind of ascension, but at the moment you're kind of, you might be blocking this, especially, like I said, if you're single, if the situation is number one, when you have not entered the relationship stage yet, it will apply more to you. You know, that you need to release your past, you need to release your ex, you need to release your previous relationship, your guilt, your shame, your negative thinking, all of this you need to release. I feel like I need to speak about this card as well, because this is the ceremony invocation. I do get a strong feeling that you might be either working with the angels, or you might be working with some kind of higher beings, higher powers. And to you, the great thing to, the great way to actually release that and link back with your spirit guides is going to be through the ceremony and through the invocation. You can invoke your angels, you can invoke gods, goddesses, you can invoke whoever you want that you work with, or, you know, if you don't work with anyone, or if you don't want to work with anyone or anything, you can always turn towards meditation or prayer. This is what I'm getting, because it's still ceremony. You just need to, when you meditate or when you pray, I do feel like you need to do it in a ceremonial way, which means, you know, try to do it as, I don't want to say neat, because I don't know what other word I could use, but try to use it as, you know, as neat and as, I don't know, professional as you can. So that means, you know, just think about it as if you were in the shrine, in the church, or like whatever place of power you go to. You might also go there as well. That I feel like that's going to help you, and just pray, meditate, ask for the help with releasing all the negativity, all the past problems, so you can move on to this harmonious stage of life and the harmony that your spirit guides are trying to help you achieve. This is the most important message I'm getting from this. We've got the Seven of Thought, which is the Seven of Swords in the traditional tarot. So let me just read the message, because I feel like it applies quite well to this reading. You've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything is completely clear to you. Whether the truth was revealed by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or discovered on your own, it feels great to be awake and aware. Feel free to ask for time alone if that's what you need. So, you know, I get that you still, to me, this is still, like I said, very linked with these two cards, you know, when you can reach and achieve this harmony in your life through ceremony, through the invocation, through prayer, through meditation, you know, this is the message that I am getting, because you know what happened. This is what I'm saying. It's been revealed to you. Whatever happened negative, you know about it. So it's not like you are staying in the fog. You don't know what happened. You know what happened, but once again, this wasn't your fault. So I feel like you need to move on with like the thought, you know, that, you know, it's better to know the truth than to live a lie, because only because of that you can just move towards the better. Oh wow, I've just realized this message over here. It's very powerful. It says, don't let negative and toxic people rent space in your head. Raise the rent and kick them out. This is extremely powerful messages coming through right now. Don't think too much about the previous relationship, about whatever happened, you know, like it wasn't your fault. It was toxic, it was negative, it was not meant to be. You are moving towards the better, you are going towards the better, because I feel like this is more applying to single people, single viewers. And once we will be able, like you'll be able to release this negativity, this toxic relationships, this toxic people, there is so much joy and goodness and happiness awaiting you. Because the Fool, like, you know, he's just going with the flow, but he's like a cat to me who always lands on his all four. He, you know, you will always be okay, and that's the thing, you know, like you will be okay. You will go towards an amazing stage of your life with so many blessings. When it comes to timing, I do get the message that this is a timing. We've got the winter solstice and reflection. I do believe that you might be that you'll probably, the time to release whatever happened, the time to get rid of negativity in your life, it's going to take you time up to the winter solstice, which I don't remember when is it, but I think it's 21st of December. I'm terrible with that, so don't quote me, but I do think this is the date of the winter solstice. But yeah, so I get the time. I get the thought. I get the message that you know, this healing part, it's going to take you a while. You will be completely free of that around the time of the winter solstice, and I feel like this is when you'll start seeing the changes in your life. You'll start seeing the like more, you'll start to feel more aligned with the universe and more aligned with your guides, and you'll be able to hear them more clearly. This is what I'm being told right now. Okay, that was quite short and sweet, but I'm not getting any more messages for you guys. So anyways, I hope that was helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, like this video, and leave me some comments, and thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.